Hello and welcome to the Gay and Straight Talk podcast. I'm Jonathan,
I'm Paul.
and together we diagnose and dissect life queries and comments and lifestyles
Just waffle
from a
nonsense.
gay perspective and a straight perspective. I don't think we need to actually explain who's who. So, what
Although I am wearing a very baby blue hoodie, that
I
might.
know. Today we are sponsored by Carhartt. Sportswear for the slightly chunkier male that doesn't go anywhere near the gym. Marvellous. Please reach out for athletic greens, etc. Yep. So we have been sent through a number of conversation sort of topics to discuss. Before the podcast, we were actually discussing coffee and sort of like sort of someone actually sent something in about brunches. So I think coffee and brunches could be a thing because you were complaining earlier that when he goes to sort of like go out for a brunch or a breakfast or something like that, you just want bacon, eggs, beans. You like that
Yeah.
greasy
Well,
spoon.
it's not so much I just want the greasy spoon. I don't want my menu to be a treasure hunt. I don't want it to be like if you can decrypt the menu, you win a crystal, like on the
Do you not
crystal
want your
maze.
focaccia coming at you?
No, I'd just rather have some bread.
Uh, I do remember years and years ago, I was brought up by my grandparents, and my grandfather was a bank manager, and he loved going to this like Greasy Spoon cafe in Peckham. So it was in the Arches, just behind sort of the train station, and it had these big arched windows into the arches, and they were always steamed up. And when you went in, you had all these. They did like the mash and eels and sausage and all that sort of stuff, but also the fried breakfast and everything. And you had like these formica tables, which no matter how much you wipe clean, you still got the coffee rings
Yes,
still
that's my
still
type of
embedded.
place.
It was like a natural history
Yeah,
museum.
and it had those glass like sugar dispensers with the metal
Yeah, with the
tops.
sugar. Yeah, where you sort of basically you make your tea sort of stand the teaspoon
Yeah, they
stand
were the
up in it.
best.
Well, that was like a standard greasy spoon where you had like eggs, bacon, fried bread, fried sausage, and you even had bubble and squeak fried up for that. I was always a bit intimidated because you had lots of roughy tufty market traders, with sort of badly spelt tattoos over their knuckles and things like that. My grandfather loved it because it was all kind of like knees up, mother round, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But is that the sort of thing that you're looking for?
Yeah, it's like I want to be able to, because I'm not a morning person, you know that, and so I want to get up and I want some food. It's right. I'm going to go to town. I'm going to get something to eat. I want it to be. I either go right when places open, or an hour and 15 minutes after the rush, because
Right.
you've got to catch that perfect sweet spot.
But you've normally got a malingering pensioner.
It's usually yummy mummies.
Oh.
The pensioners are clogging up Sainsbury's. It's the yummy mummies who are usually knocking about. So there's loads of kids everywhere, and I've got to get past that because they drive me mad. Like kids in a restaurant, that's another topic.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want to slowly get in there, just sit down, get a menu, and it makes sense. Like there was, I don't even know how to pronounce it, like shashuka or something, and it's like that's not a name for breakfast for me. And
Is that the mushrooms?
it's like tinned tomatoes and a couple of fried eggs smashed in the middle of it. It's like,
Right.
well, that's all right for some, but I shouldn't. It's kind of like everything on the menu. I've got to go. And
But
what's that?
I-
What's that? What's that?
Yeah, but the problem is we live in Cheshire. We live in a
Doesn't mean
relative,
you have to be a muppet.
but
You know what I mean?
we live in a posh market town. That's what people want.
Why?
I mean, look, we've
Get
got
hobbies. Like you don't need that in your life to go.
the hobbies are trying to dissect the menu. I mean, that's probably like there's probably a Pinterest board somewhere that someone set up.
But it is like a competition, like who can make the most absurd menu.
But
Like
they have
there's
to
a place in
justify
town, and I swear to God, I was looking at it. I got that mad. I came home and I brought it up on the computer, and I was going through the menu bit by bit, and I was like, I couldn't eat any of that, and some of it was just so weird. Like it says, instead of having sandwiches on there, and it's saying, chicken, beef,
Yeah.
whatever, it goes sandwich selection. Ask for details. Pastry selection. Ask for details. It's like, no, You tell me what sandwiches you've got. I shouldn't have to be tricked to get in, sit down, and then go, "What have you got?" And they're like, "Oh, we have a lettuce leaf sandwich, and we have a dust from a skirting board sandwich," because we're trying to be awkward. It's
Probably a
like,
grade 2 listed, but it's
just
little
stop
bit of
messing
woodworm.
about. Just give me some food.
Yeah, I
It's
can't.
breakfast, not an art installation.
I do like a bit of a zhuzhi menu. I do like
Of
a bit
course
of
you
a
do.
brunch.
Yeah.
I do like some sourdough bread with a smashed up avocado with a poached egg on top.
So there's a question straight away. What's this smashed thing?
Basically, it's
Does
an
it mean it means
avocado.
they've got a masher? It's like mashed potato.
Well, they've basically chopped it up. They've diced it.
So they're trying to, and that's a better word for me. Diced avocado.
I know, but everyone likes the thing of smashed avocado because then they can put a price tag so it's over a tenner.
Well, what about these smash burgers? Like, is that the same?
That's the same thing. I mean, that's basically you get a big burger, which is it rather than one of these like plastic ones that you get from Iceland. You know, the ones which you put on and it tastes. Have I taken the wrapper off? Yes, I have taken the wrapper off. That's how it tastes. It's sort of proper beef or pork, and it's been made into a burger, but it's a bit irregular in size. They're cooking it up, so all the grease and all the fat and everything comes in, and then so it breaks down. Because sometimes the burgers have got really huge. I mean, you used to be able to eat a burger where you used to pick it up and nom 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 nom, but now you can't bloody do that.
No, you can't pick burgers up.
No.
And that's another annoying bit. I used to just want to get a burger on a normal bun, and now it's always a burger on a brioche bun.
I love a brioche bun.
I don't like a
though.
brioche bun. It's sweet. I don't like
But-
apart from a cake. I don't do sweet things. So like sweet potato,
Oh, I love sweet potato.
it's an abomination.
Oh my god, have you not had a sweet potato, a jacket sweet potato?
Yeah, and I went, "What is this?"
That is amazing.
Oh nah.
Oh, it is.
I don't like sweet potatoes. I don't like sweet bread. So it's like I can't. I remember going to again a place. No, I didn't go. I contacted them and I said, "Do you do your burgers, or do you have an option of a normal bun?" And they were like, "Nah." I said, "Well, can I bring one?" And they were like, "No, because we don't know where it's been. We can't throw it on the grill. You know, crossover of this, that, and the other." Oh, forget it then. I won't come because it was just. I just want normal. Like from what I remember, like because the menus now have changed to this. It's always got to be weird. You've got to have your sourdough. You've got to have it smashed. But there was a time, maybe, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, where it was then going, "Oh, this sausage is from, Lanarkshire, and this egg
The
was
name of the cow.
yeah, and this egg was laid by Lily the
Edith.
chicken from Norfolk." And it's like, I don't care. Just tell me it's sausage and egg. Like, what is this
Well,
messing about?
perhaps that might be sort of a new enterprise for you, a vintage menu.
Yeah, just normal food,
Yeah.
normal menu.
Burger in a bun.
Yeah, burger, bun, lettuce, tomato if you want it, bit of onion.
Oh, in fairness, I did. I think you're being a little bit outrageous, really, with regards to it's like, I want things normal.
Yeah, I
but
do.
when we had the pub, I'm still suffering from PTSD, pub traumatic stress disorder. It's now a month now, and I'm still decompressing from actually having that stressful experience. I think I could probably done the marine training and be less stressed. But we had people coming in wanting to take, the ale drinkers, they want to try a little bit of ale. And we had some woman that came in and said, "I'd like to try the wine before I have it." So it's a pub.
Mm.
It's red, white, or pink. And we do have bottles of the slightly more expensive stuff, but it's corked. I'm not opening, you have to buy the whole bottle.
Mm.
I'm not opening it so you can test it. And she's like, outrage. Well, okay, I'll have some elderflower cordial. It's a pub. We have
Blackcurrant, lime,
we
maybe
have
some
blackcurrant,
peppermint.
lime, lime, and orange. Oh, well, okay. Then I have an elderflower tonic. No, we have Indian tonic or Mediterranean tonic, or you can have sort of slimline tonic. That is it. And she was like looking horrified. I said, "Oh gosh," I thought we were in a developed country, and I said, "Yes, we are a developed country, but this is a boozer.
Yeah.
This is not a wine bar."
A developed country.
But
Yeah, we've got water.
You just
That's-
thought, what? Oh, it's like it was a nice pub, but it was just read the room.
Yeah.
I mean,
and the menu.
think you need to read the room because where we live in Nantwich, it is quite posh, relatively speaking, for the rest of the area around it. We've got the average house price is about 500,000 for a family house. So you've got people with money. We have got that rough and ready
But why?
well, it's not rough and ready. It's called Piecemeal. It's a little cafe. It is got like that Formica
Yeah.
tables, but unfortunately, they've got these booths that were built for people in the 60s that could actually fit behind them.
Yep.
So it feels like you're an 8-year-old trying to fit into
But
a
why is it? Why is it just because people might be a bit more affluent, do they become a bit more stupid? Like, it doesn't make you more intelligent or fancy
But
pants.
you just decide you say, if I'm spending 14 quid on brunch, I want to have something a bit more
But that's the
special.
thing. Like, if I go for a late breakfast, I'm going for a late breakfast. Or if I'm going for my lunch early, I'm going for my lunch
But I
early.
like brunch.
It's like, oh yeah, but there's this other word, brunch or 11s or whatever it's called.
All right,
It-
11s has been transferred to brunch because brunch basically you start at 11 and then the moment it starts 6 over to 12 o'clock, you can have a glass of wine. You can have a beer.
do that
Now,
whenever
if
you
you went
want.
to a Greasy Spoon, they don't have an alcohol license.
I just sneak a little wallet in.
Yeah, we're not in Wythenshawe now, love.
Would they?
But no, I think it's really nice. I mean, I get what you're saying with regards to coffee because
Well, I'll tell you, I went to a place in town, and what they do is they will, like, if you ask for a cappuccino, which is my go-to,
you only have a cappuccino before midday.
nah, I'll have it when I want. And
No, no. Oh
see these
gosh,
rules. It's like if people had real struggles, they wouldn't have to make crap up like this.
it's not crap.
Of course it is.
That's the Italian
Oh,
rule.
I'm sorry, you can't have. You can have a cappuccino at midnight. Do what you want.
No, but
Are,
say
are
that,
the coffee police going to knock on and
yes,
go?
they
Yeah,
are.
right.
They are. Is
Are
that-
the,
oh,
Italian
maybe
as
they should
well?
have that. You know, when you have an alcohol license, it ends at certain times. They like the cappuccinos. They stop at midday.
Oh, you're off your nut. Nah,
No, but that's the Italian rule. So you have the cappuccino.
Italian?
Cappuccino comes in, then the rest of it is espresso.
right. So
Um,
it's cappuccino up till lunch and then espresso afterwards.
yes, espresso. Yeah, and the
The world
American
is mad.
and the
Is
Americans.
it just me? I swear, I don't know.
But the Americans then, because the Americans couldn't handle espresso,
Americans can't handle
well,
espresso.
that's why they called it Americano. Because
Right.
after World War II, so Italy, because obviously they were on the slightly wrong side of the war, and their tanks were made in reverse when they went to the front line because they were so their country was bombed to bits, and they had no money, and they'd also had some sort of civil uprisings and things. But the Americans invaded pretty much as in holidaymakers because it was so sunny and lovely. So all the Americans went in, but they were a bit trashy. It's like these sort of like this the sort of the cast of The Only Way Is Essex going to Chelsea. It was like a bit, but and they couldn't handle some of the cultural things, and they couldn't handle the coffee. So when they had espressos, they couldn't because it was like the espresso can be very, very strong. So they had hot water added to it. So basically, it's
So
like
an
an
America,
instant.
an
Americano
Americano
is an espresso
with
with hot
water.
water on
Right.
it. And then I have an Americano with hot milk.
Is that because you can't handle espresso?
It's because it lasts longer.
So
And
does, so
if
does
I
a normal
have too
cup
many
of coffee.
espressos, like today, I've had 2 double espressos with Americano sort of thing because I had one at home and one when I came here. And if I have more than that, high blood pressure,
Hmm.
I'm over 50, and it doesn't do well health wise. But I know where you're coming from because there's a lot of these coffees have like these sort of like cream and sprinkles and
But the one in town where I was at, I just, like I say, I've been many times and I've got annoyed at the coffee. I've got annoyed at the breakfast, to be honest. I'm not going again because they get the eggs Benedict wrong. You know, I just
How can you get eggs?
they either make a snotty egg. See, that's something America have absolutely got right. You can order an egg like we can order a steak. I love
But
that.
poached, they don't do poached. They can't. They really have difficulty doing poached. They do something which is called a steamed egg.
Right.
So they put a frying pan or a container on the griddle, put water in it, boil the water, and then put the egg in it. But it's a bit like poaching, where
Mm.
Delia actually made the goddess that is Delia Smith did an entire book on how to cook eggs. I think I've actually got it. I don't think
Well,
I've opened it. It looked good on the shelf.
well, there you go.
Hmm.
But yeah, the coffee menu in there, it says coffee, and then it's got espresso, americano,
Hmm.
cafe macchiato, or God
That's
knows
hot
whatever that
chocolate
is.
with it.
Uh, See what I mean? They're just this list of like Italian named coffees, but
The-
what it didn't have on there was coffee black, coffee white. It's
You
like,
can't
well, I
filter.
just want a
You can say
coffee.
that's a filter coffee, but a number of
Yeah,
these.
but it doesn't even have that on the menu. This
But
is
because the thing is, a lot of these cafes don't have a drip filter. They don't have a filter because the a black coffee, the standard black coffee, is where it's come through a drip. So it's in one of those like the jugs at the bottom. You know, when you see in American diners,
yeah, it's all I want.
they're drip coffees.
That's what I want. I want an American diner where I've got someone coming like the old school stereotypical ones
So,
where they come over in
with
a
the pinny.
pink sort of outfit, a pinny. She's worked there, 40 years, calls everyone sugar. She comes in and she goes, "What can I get for you, darling?" It's like, "Coffee, black." And she goes, "Coming right up." And she just wanders off, comes back with that glass
Yeah, yeah.
thing and just pours it into a nice solid white mug and then asks me what I want. And I can order my eggs like I can order a steak,
Mm,
and I want eggs over medium. Because I was watching a guy and he was saying, because he's from Preston, but he lives in America
all
with
right.
his American wife. And he says, it's the best. He says, because that way you make sure you never get a snotty egg where they undercook it.
Mm,
It's like the yolk just starts to solidify on the outside, but it's still runny in the middle. He goes, it's the
right.
perfect egg. And I'm like, that's how I love my
That's
eggs.
sunny side up.
Well, he said it was over medium.
Right.
So I'm just,
Yeah.
maybe it's different in different places. But
Well, because the thing is, you do have.
that's all I want. Something so obvious and simple. Maybe I need to
Well,
move
that's
to
why the
America.
America. Oh, I wouldn't want to go to live in America. Oh gosh.
Yeah, but you get away from this pretentious
Oh,
nonsense.
you do not. I mean, look, you've got. Oh no! Don't get me on that. Oh, really? No. So yeah, I say while the orange Cheeto is over
Oh,
there.
love them. Cheetos are and we've got crap versions. We've
No,
got
I'm
like
talking about the orange Cheeto that's in the it's sort of running the bloody country.
well, I've got a
One
big
with the
box
toupee
upstairs
of
of
Cheetos.
I've got a big box upstairs of American sweets. Did a big order, got them in, and
Yeah.
I've had some so far, and some of them are all right, some of them are not. The only confusion I've got is why does so much of the chocolate over there have peanuts in it?
But and they can't do chocolate right.
They can't do chocolate
No,
right.
Americans cannot do chocolate.
Well, you should go over there and tell them how to do it then.
No, I don't. Yeah, I say I lived in America and I hated it. It's ugh no. And with the ex, we had a house in Florida. That
But
was
it's
horrible.
such a yes, Florida. No disrespect to Floridians, but
Yeah,
this is such a big place.
it is a big place. I mean,
There's some areas which would be well more up your street, surely.
oh well, I love San Francisco. And I really liked sort of like Sausalito and areas around that area because you had seasons. But I was living in LA, and
Yeah,
that LA is a dump. And you think, oh my god, it's supposed to be amazing, and no, it's horrible. It's the most superficial plastic place on the planet.
mm.
Um,
Like our
you might
menus.
be looking in one direction, and, oh, that's really nice, but on the periphery, there's some like homeless person, or someone's having a blowy in the car park or something. It's just like, oh no, it's just
So
it's
there you go. You don't like the superficial nature of what you see. For me, superficial nature comes in the form of menus. I just
no,
want a
it's not.
coffee. I
It's
just want to be able to
it's
order the name of the
they've
foods.
just set something up. It's like when you were a child. When I was a kid, all my friends had hot hatches, and if the parents weren't wealthy enough to buy them a proper hot hatch, they had a little mini Metro. They put a fin on and put alloy wheels on, and got an Alpine stereo which they put in.
Alpine stereos, they
I
were all over,
know,
weren't they?
but
Yeah.
I mean that. But thing is, it's just fancying up something simple, and that's basically what brunch is. It's something incredibly simple. You can get sort of like split sausages, and basically it's a sausage cut up.
Right. Oh,
Smashed avocado. It's an avocado which is taken out of the shell and either cut or diced or literally crushed up into bits to create a sort of like a lumpy margarine paste, which you put your egg on. Croissants.
I don't mind a croissant.
See, you're poshing up because I love an almond croissant. Although the almond croissants in France are totally delicious because it's got like a smattering of marzipan inside. The ones over here, it's just like I had one. It was delicious and I did finish it, but it did take me a while. I because normally I can like nom, 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 and inhale the whole thing, but over here they've just seemed to extreme thing with regards to it's like a big block of marzipan in this croissant. And I think that's what they've done with the coffees. They've taken it to the extreme thing where you haven't actually got a coffee, you've just got hot milk. I mean, you could have like a decaf latte with sprinkles and cream and marshmallows and ugh.
Yeah, I mean, the only time I'm into the sprinkles, the marshmallows, and all that jazz is when I get an ice cream from the ice cream man.
Oh, I don't like that. I like an ice cream. I like
So
sexing up a Mr. Whippy.
Yeah, love it.
Mr. Whippy.
Get a
is
flake
like,
in there,
a
get
flake,
the
a
raspberry
flake.
sauce,
That is
sprinkles, sherbet, the works.
That is the sexiest thing. I don't want freaking hundreds of thousands. And
I do.
Oh God, no. So basically, that's your ice cream. Say brunch is now what you have on ice cream.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I have converted you to look beyond.
Not at all.
The menu.
No, I can't look beyond it because it's like when you go to the supermarket. If you want to buy bacon, you go to the meat section and then you look where they sell bacon.
Maybe we should just
It's like imagine if supermarkets did it how menus are, you'd never find anything.
Well, you could always go to.
This is the smashed section
you
where
go-
you find all the smashed
I
stuff.
know, but if you go to the standard one, I mean, like I say, Rob and I, we sort of regularly go to a couple of venues there, and I don't even have to ask. They just know, "Oh, can we have the usual, please?" So maybe you can just have a conversation with them. Can I have the poor one, which is like bacon, eggs, and toast? And then just have a word with them. Say, look, do that. And if you go back somewhere regularly, you can say, oh, can I just have the standard thing? So so you can have that the standard.
Yeah.
You
Bacon, egg, and toast would be spot on.
It's just having the conversation because I think a lot of these venues are
don't
desperate
like-
for the customer.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's
Oh, it's not as though you're going into like Starbucks or
no. There's a couple
Costa.
of good spots in town, like Bondi's Bagels is good. I like going in there. They do some nice stuff, and I just had a Philly cheesesteak bagel, and that was all right. So it was like I didn't have to mess about with that.
A Philly cheesesteak on a bagel.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh,
It was nice. The only problem is they needed a steak knife. So I was there trying to cut it up with a butter knife and it was all flying out everywhere. But it was nice because I know what one of them is, but they stick everything on bagels, don't they? Because that's the
it's
whole
a bagel shop.
It's a bagel shop. Yeah. But that was all right. Yeah. And if I didn't want that, then it's like, oh, we can put bacon, egg, sausage in a bagel. It's called a breakfast bagel. Yeah, that'll do.
Right.
Can I have a cappuccino? Yeah, you can have a cappuccino. Because I know what that is because that's what I drink
Right.
here.
Okay. But then again, so like 20 odd years ago, people didn't, or 40 years ago, they didn't know what a cappuccino was. It was, I'll have a tea. I'll have a coffee.
I can't order a tea when I go out. I don't know why.
Why not?
Don't know. Like
But-
if I'm not having a coffee, I'll just get a soft drink.
But maybe it's just having the conversation. So have
I'm
I
not
talk-
talking to him.
Have I,
That's why I like going into the place that you call Posh Weatherspoons. It's because you can go in, you scan a QR code, you put your table number in, you order your stuff. It says, do you want to leave a tip?
Oh.
No, because you get your national living
well,
wage.
that'll bring us on to the next subject where we talk about
Are we gonna
QR
talk about-
codes.
Oh,
and
all right.
that sort of
So,
thing. Okay, right. To wrap this one up, because we're hitting our nearly 25-minute mark now. So if you ask the question,
no, menus are stupid. They need to simplify them. They should have a menu for normal people who can't be bothered
and a
messing
poor
about.
one.
No. That is
capital letters
the
in
normal
big felt
one. Is
tip.
if you want bacon, you ask for bacon. But if you want to be a bit more snobby, which is who it's for, because you've said it's for rich people in snazzy areas, well, then it needs to have the pretentious menu. So you've got to try and figure out what it is, and you spend 20 quid on a walnut. Move on.
Moving on. Right there, dear listener. So what do you think? Do you think Rob should be, do you think Paul should be talked off the ledge and actually have a conversation?
right.
Maybe we should go in with like one of those where it's like someone's like deaf and blind and something with a sign around there. They give a card out.
Oh,
this is what I want.
When you see the dogs where it says "Don't touch," I'm nervous.
Yes.
And don't talk, plain food.
So anyway, dear listeners, please let us know. We're all social media channels at Gay and Straight Talk. I see Jonathan signing off.
And Paul signing off.
Bye bye.